San Francisco swept LA for the second straight season and looks for their 9th win in their last 12 meetings. It's NFC West football next on Monday night.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Quarterback Matthew Stafford bringing out the LA offense. And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit, and now in his first season with Los Angeles. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
The Niners offense making their way out, and they are led by the 3rd overall pick back in this year's draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, it's Mitchell.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's able to get this to the 30-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play to just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Terrell Lewis
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Gets through, and now an opening. A second stiff arm. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, L.A.
His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall.
And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
None of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Steps away to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 21.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Lance.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on, boy, come on.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Stafford hooking up with Akers.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Stafford now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
The 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams. Touchdown.
He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much. Because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 48 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he returns this to the 22.
That's it.
Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
And he's had some time to chew on the back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, to play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And on 2nd and 10,
Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Looking deep for Hilton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. To throw is Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Lance now on 1st down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing is Stafford.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The return man, Wilson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, Saints.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Lance now on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Lance looks to throw again. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's Lance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 20.